Good afternoon, students. So today we are going to learn about the what are the characteristics of the stationary wave. Okay. In previous lecture we have learned about the stationary wave. Okay. So let's start. So first of all, what is stationary wave? Stationary wave means when two waves having same amplitude and same velocity, but traveling in which direction? Along opposite direction, but they should be in the straight line. Okay, so one is moving along positive x direction, one is moving along negative x direction. When these two waves are superimposed with each other, the resultant wave is known as your stationary wave. So stationary wave can be produced by transverse wave as well as longitudinal wave. We have learned about what is transverse wave. Transverse wave means the wave in which the particle vibration is perpendicular to the propagation. If particles are moving in this direction and this is the direction of vibration, then it is known as your transverse wave. If both vibration and direction same, then it is known as your longitudinal wave. Sound is your which wave? Longitudinal wave, and the wave produced on a string. String is if the one end is fixed and the string is attached to this fixed end, and if you plug is applied, there is a formation of wave. That is your transverse wave. Okay, so this is your transverse wave. Here it is actually this position is known as crest, this is known as trough. Okay, so what is in case of stationary waves? When two longitudinal wave travel having same frequency, same amplitude, same velocity, but traveling in opposite direction interfere with each other, they will produce stationary wave or two standing wave. So this stationary wave is also known as your standing wave. Okay, so what are the example? Wave produced on a stretch string and wave produced in a air column. Air column means if you take one pipe, okay, and you can send one wave in positive x direction and another wave in negative x direction. In that pipe there is a formation of stationary wave, and energy will be remains in that place only. Okay, or if you form a take a one pipe whose one end is open and another end is closed. Okay, if at that time also one wave is moving positive x direction, after reflection it will move in upward direction. There also there is a formation of stationary wave. So wave produced on a stretch string or wave produced in a air column, if the column is open at both end or close at one end, that condition will be there. Okay, so next is the what are the properties of the wave. So this is important. So stationary waves, what is the first property? Stationary waves are not progressive. What is mean by progressive? Progressive wave means there is a transfer of energy from one place to another place. Okay, so or progressive wave means the wave is whose energy is carried forward from one place to another place. So in case of stationary wave, the energy will not get transmitted from one place to the another place. That's why we say that stationary waves are not progressive. Okay, there is a no transfer of energy from particle to another. One particle to another, there is a no transfer of energy, as well as energy will be confined in a one particular region. Okay, suppose this one is your pipe whose both end are open, and if there is a formation of stationary wave, the energy will be confined in this region only. Or if you take a loop formed due to the string, then energy will remains in that region. So that's why we say that stationary waves are not progressive, and there is a no transfer of energy from one particle to another particle, and that is the characteristics of the stationary wave. Then this is also very much important second characteristic. What in stationary wave there is a formation of node and antinodes. So here this position is known as your antinode, this position is node, this is your antinode, this is your node. Okay, this is your antinode, this is your node. So what you learn by observing this diagram is that this antinode have the maximum amplitude. And what is the amplitude at the node? Node has no amplitude, so amplitude is 0. Okay, and the particles vibrate at this antinode has the maximum velocity, and particles which is at node are permanently at rest, means their velocity is 0. Okay, so what is node? Node means the point, this point, the amplitude of vibration is 0 and velocity is also 0. So particles at the node are permanently at rest position. Okay, so this point is known as your node, this point is also node. Here it is also, this point is node, this point is node. And what is antinode? Antinode means this is antinode where the amplitude is maximum. So amplitude of vibration is maximum and velocity is also maximum. That point is known as your antinode. Okay. So first is characteristic is about your stationary wave is not progressive, and second is about your node and antinode. Okay. Third is what is the distance between two consecutive nodes and antinodes. Suppose this is your first node, this is your second node. Okay. So what is the distance between node and node? Node and this complete wave, one wave. Okay. This complete wave have distance equal to the wavelength, and this is this node to node. Okay. Here we use the pen. So this distance from node to node, this and this distance is half of that wavelength. So what is wavelength? Wavelength is lambda. This distance is equals to your lambda by 2. Okay. So what is the distance between node and node? This is equals to your lambda by 2. Then next is your what is stationary waves. Okay, or you can here also you can calculate the distance between antinode and node, but question is that you have to mention that the distance between two successive there, successive means one after another. Okay, means one point then next. Okay, that's why we will say that successive. So distance between two successive node and antinode, this distance is equals to half of lambda by 2. Okay, so 1 minute, this distance will be half of lambda by 2, so this distance will be equals to your lambda by 4. Okay, so this distance between two consecutive node and antinode, this distance is equals to your by lambda by 4 here. Okay, here to write 4 here. Okay, so what is the distance between two consecutive nodes? Okay, that means distance between node and node, or distance between antinode and antinode, it is lambda by 2. And what is the distance between two consecutive node and antinode? It is lambda by 4. And what is the fourth? In longitudinal progressive wave, nodes are found in maximum compression and maximum rarefaction. So this is in case of sound has uh, compression and rarefaction. Okay, because it is longitudinal wave. So where there is a maximum compression or maximum rarefaction, this point is considered as your node, where particles have zero velocity or no vibration. Okay, and where there is a maximum vibration, um, where there is a points after maximum compression, that is your antinode. Okay, so next is also, if what is the equation of the stationary wave? So this is the stationary equation of the stationary wave. Y is equals to a sine twice pi vt divided by lambda. In previous lecture we have learned about the how to calculate this equation, where this a stand for your amplitude of a stationary wave. It is given by twice a cos twice pi x divided by lambda. So this amplitude will depend upon this angle twice pi x divided by lambda. If this value is equals to 0, your amplitude is maximum. If 0, 180, or if this value is pi by 2. Okay, so if you wanted to compare it, you can do this. Okay, so suppose this value twice pi x, here this is your cos twice pi x divided by lambda. So if this value is equals to 1 means this value should plus or minus 1. If you take this value should equals to the 0 or 180 degree. Okay, what is 0? 0 and 0 angle, 180 means pi. Okay, so that means this twice pi x divided by lambda, if this value equals to 0 pi, and you can say that pi or you 2 pi 3 pi in this way. If this value are 0 to pi, then only you will get the maximum amplitude. And if this value, that twice pi x divided by lambda, if this value is equals to your pi by 2 means 90 degree, or 3 pi by 2, then what happens? Cos 90 degree is equals to 0. Then at that point amplitude is 0. This is the condition for your node. Okay, and this is the condition for your antinode. Okay, so from this equation we can say that what is the equation of the stationary wave? the stationary wave having equation y is equals to, this is the resultant amplitude, sine twice pi lambda vt. So this is a stand for your amplitude. This is the condition when the boundary is free. Boundary is free means there is a no any medium at the boundary, or pipe open at both end, or string has free ends at both the side. Okay, if the boundary is closed at one end, or if there is a rigid boundary at the rigid boundary, that means at the end there is a rigid surface, then there is a change of the phase of the wave. Okay, that's why this sine term will be replaced with cos. So here amplitude is in terms of cos, it is in terms of sine. So due to the change in the phase angle, what is the phase difference between sine and cos? Sine and cos have phase difference of 180 degree. That's why we will say that if the boundary is rigid, then there is a phase change of 180 degrees. So if this is the sine wave, this will be the cos wave. Okay, so this is about your stationary waves. Okay, and in next lecture we are going to study the different modes of vibration. Okay, so this is about your stationary wave. Thank you.